Good morning, all. It is what is today? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, June 15th, 9:56 in the morning. A little bit late because there was a couple different things I needed to do. Oh yeah, and I was watching Kenobi because I just couldn't wait. Didn't have a chance to watch it last night. But yeah, this this episode did not disappoint. I can't wait to talk about it. Cannot wait at all until to talk about it on Friday. So yeah, super excited. And it's a funny thing because last night I was I don't know, it was like midnight 30, something like that, and it still hadn't dropped. Like episode 5 was not there at all. So but yeah, so that's what I was doing. So if you have a chance, gotta watch it because besides the 4,000 point watch for episode 6 that Rob and I might talk about a little bit, not necessarily talk about, maybe destroy politely, but when it comes to Kenobi, just super excited. So this morning I am trying. It's this. I was at the grocery store last night, and there's I always look for new different types of green teas, and I was given can't find it for my birthday. I was given some different green teas, but one I had not tried. But this one I actually found. It comes in a metal tin. It's called lean machine green tea, and so it's supposed to be like a citrus type of flavor. So we will we'll see. So it's seeping right now. Let's see. Well, the first and foremost today is my 26th wedding anniversary. So I've been married 26 years, which is amazing. 26. We've actually been together for 28, but 26 years. And we have 3 great kids and a wonderful little grandson. So while I could say that we have 3 great kids, a bonus child, a bonus daughter, and a wonderful little grandkid, who I like to say brings his parents over when he comes to visit. But anyway, so don't really know what I have planned for tonight. Might do dinner. I know class is going to be short today because I've got what is it? I've got my niece. My niece is graduating from I guess you could call it. I guess you could call it elementary. Well, I could say grade school. She goes to a private school, so they do K through 8th grade. In fact, she went to the same grade school that I went to, at least for the last part of my early years. And she's going to be going on to St. Mary's, which is kind of funny because both my sister and I went to Central. But that's okay. So as an uncle, it's got an interesting taste. Oh, let's see who's calling me. Centralia, Washington is calling me. Stay safe with Arts Martial Arts. This is Mish. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? All right. Well, you have a good day. I actually had a phone call earlier today that what was it? We had uh, uh, it was this guy from India, and he was, what was it? He was asking me about a domain I had, and I was like, well, I don't even know if I own that domain, but if I did, I do my own web design. I don't need your services. But thank you for calling. I was, very polite. And he's like, oh, but I've got this thing to sell you. And I was like, but I said, because I'm like, I'm going to stop you right there. I said, whatever you're selling, I'm not interested in. He just wouldn't get it. So I was like, look, I said, very stern, you're not going to get a customer from today. I don't have any plans for it right now. And if I did, not going to use an outside person. And if I am, then I'm only going to deal with somebody who actually listens to me. I said, so have a nice day. All right. So this is supposed to have like some lemon peel in it and orange peel. And I don't know. It's got an interesting flavor. I kind of like it. It's not sweet. It's not dry, but it does. It has an interesting flavor. So, okay. What was I going to say? Let's see. We were so rudely interrupted by that phone call. Let's see. What was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought there. Good morning, Thomas. How are you, sir? So, let's see. Oh, my niece is graduating. So, niece is graduating today. So basically, I've already organized. So we're just going to have all the billions of 2 students that I have for today. We're going to go into, going to have one class together, and both of them essentially promoted. And so they're actually going to be going, and they're going to start training together, which is nice. So we're going to start them on the next section. And then, which actually I'm kind of like, what is it? We're going to see if we can't get through the next belt by what is it called? By the beginning of whatever it's called, by the beginning of September. So we'll see if we can do that. If not, it is what it is. If they're training 3 days a week, I think we could probably do it, because they've got their Monday, Tuesdays, and they came to Saturday. So if Saturday is going to be a regular thing, then we could do that too. But back to my daughter, or my niece graduating. So wasn't really sure what to get her. So I decided I'm going to get her something that is very high schoolish, and straight out of the 80s. So I bought her Ferris Bueller's Day Off on DVD, because I think everybody should have proper training in how to skip school. And then we did, let's see, we did, and then I decided, well, what else? Well, Lisa and I were talking, what else are we going to get her? I don't know what we're going to get her. And I was thinking, you know what? I'll get her The Breakfast Club. So two classic movies. One that teaches you how to skip school, and the other one is if you're in detention because you skip school, how to make friends with everybody. So basically, two great coming of age movies that that influenced me in growing up, and so I'm going to just pass that on to my niece. And I've already given her a knife, so I can't really do that. But that was it's just, yeah. So I figured my sister taught my kids how to spit. I'm going to teach her kids how to skip school and to make friends with everybody. So, in fact, actually, I don't know how many years ago it was. My wife and I were at Walmart, one of those Black Friday sales, and they had, like, I found like a stack of Ferris Bueller Day Off. There's probably, I don't know, 15, and they were like, I don't know, maybe $3 or $4 each. And I wanted to buy all of them because I wanted to basically hand them out to new graduates, or even people becoming, getting into their senior year or junior year. But I never did. I was like, okay, well, I could probably spend my money a different way. But like, still being able to find it on Amazon, I was able to pick it up. So, and not for, I think I spent like maybe $12 total between the two movies, taxes, and I don't pay for shipping. So there is that. But yeah, so that's going to happen tonight. Don't know if we're going to go out to dinner afterwards or even before. Well, we can't do it before because I'm going to be in class. But one thing I did do, when I talk about trying to fast track these students into the next belt by September, the reason that September is a big date is because my rotating curriculum is set up into sections, or into basically trimesters. So you've got I've set it up as A, B, and C. So A is the first trimester, B is the second trimester, C is the third trimester. And so we've got, and each one is 4 months long, but the way that Caitlin came in, the way that Summit came in, it just kind of, I wanted to try and get back on track. So if we can get everybody done, then September begins the next trimester, and then I'm able to add people in. So anybody who starts during the summer then would also go into year one in that third trimester, and then follow Caitlin back into it, so it would kind of all be there. It's a little bit more organized. And so since I have a very small group of students, then it'll be easy to kind of go through. One thing I did is, and this is something that Professor Beliso has at his school, and other people that kind of do the rotating curriculum, and with the stripes, is I made up a bunch of, I laminated them and had these stripe thingies so I can put the sign up. So when you can look up and it'll be like current stripe, and it'll have what number it is. So I put it up last night for today, that they're going to basically start on, yellow stripe 7B. So that's basically B curriculum, B curriculum, even though B curriculum should have started really in May, because it was January, February, March, April, May. So it should have started in May, but that's okay because Summit wasn't there and Caitlin was just starting. So it's just one of those one of those things. So I got those up so I can actually put those signs up. And then I had gotten with, I'm going to start doing the life skills. So I'm going to use the 2 of them for, as guinea pigs. By September, you will have 50 students. I really hope I have 50 students by September. Technically, by the statistics that I have been told, that just by now, and which are complete bullshit, that just by existing and doing a minimum amount of promotion, that you should have about 10 students a month come in the doors. Not in Vancouver, not for me. Yeah. So that statistic is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Oh, can you tell I'm a little bit frustrated by that? So yeah, so I am going to be, you know, I've got this list of things that it's like, okay, well, I haven't tried that yet. Haven't tried that yet. So as we go down now, of course, I don't think Lisa has gotten her email from the secretary at Burton. So, which I know the email went out to all the secretaries, but I have to be patient. People aren't just going to be like, "Ooh, I got to do this," and then they sign up. It's one of those where let school end. This is the last week of school. So it's just one of those things. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All of your exams are entered. It is probably the vision test that is the issue. Try calling DOL to see if they can fix it over the phone. Oh, okay. Daughter's had some issues with DOL. So she's not in the system to get her license. And so that's probably what it is. So we'll have to call Department of Licensing. Ooh, yeah, yay. To see if we can't get that fixed. So anyway, there is the friends approach. So that I kind of already hinted at. It's like, I want, you know, if you are a, what do you call it? Whether you're a friend or a current student, promote the school. Somebody comes in, you get credit. I give you money. Okay. So it's just promoting that more. It's just promoting that more. So anyway, oh shoot. All right. So on to martial arts events. So I've added a couple. Still got the online modular class starts on Friday. I got one person officially signed up. One of my regular modular students is like, ooh, Friday at 5. I might be able to come to that. So, oh, Dan, sir, how are you? And then let's see, on the 18th, we have a Friday, Father's Day weapons defense workshop or defense and retention workshop. On the 25th, we have Rory Miller's training lab. On the 9th, self-defense class. Of course, Bram's birthday bash, 15th and 17th. I do have to send out an email to charter members to get their discount. Let's see. Of course, Crimp user course on the 6th. Now, this is new. I saw this pop up. I knew I saw it pop up later today. So I don't know when it was actually posted, but Grandmaster Jim Korn and Grandmaster David Hogan are going to be doing a whole big thing on it's basically, they're calling it, what is it? They're calling it because I saved it. Jim Korn Intensive Training by David Hogan is going to be there. I don't know. Anyway, so you've got the two of them. They're going to be doing a 2-day. This is like Friday. It says Friday open or Friday open seminar only. I don't know what that means. It says $60. Intensive 3-day training includes Friday is $129. Day of the event costs $65.40. So I don't know if it's an all-day Friday. It doesn't have times on here, but it is going to be at Statesboro Karate in Georgia. So reach out to Clay Pearson, and he'll give you more information on that. That's just really cheap. 2 guys all day or all weekend. That's pretty good. But it also could be the area that you would do it in. So, all right. So we're going to have a booth. I've mentioned this before. We're going to have a booth at the Union Volleyball Grass Tournament. It has changed to the 18th, which is actually a Thursday, which kind of sucks because I'm supposed to be coming back on Thursday from San Francisco. So I may have to forego visiting with family to actually go to that. So that's going to be fun. And then, of course, we've got Jim Korn's Friends in the Arts thing in Washington, Indiana. And then Troy Price and Lee Richards. They're going to be, I don't know if this was on here yesterday or anyway. So that same weekend, if you are not going to be able to be in Indiana, you can go to what's his name? Gerald Carter's school in Jacksonville and train with those guys. And then we got the HKI camp 2 weeks later. And then November 5th, the 70th birthday bash. But Thomas won't be able to be there on the 17th. Why, Thomas? You're supposed to be able to come to everything. Well, at least you'll be able to be there for a couple of days. So there you go. So there you go. So there's all the upcoming events that I have so far. I revisit those every day, so it could change. They're always updated. Now, I was talking about earlier that I was a little bit late today because I was watching Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 5. There are not going to be any spoilers today because, oh God, I really want to talk about it. Let's just say this. It did not disappoint. I can't say anything more. It was totally cool. It was really good. It was really good. All right. So, tomorrow, or basically midnight tonight, 9 p.m. tonight, whenever they drop, you've got Orville and Stranger Worlds, and you've got all the other stuff that we talk about all the time. But the main ones is that. I did finish watching Stranger Things season 2. I wasn't a waste of my time, but if we hadn't decided, if my wife hadn't been like, oh, hey, let's start watching this, it would have, my life would be no less complete. It was good. It was good. I like where they're taking the story. I really won't get into it. I'm kind of intrigued about season 3, which I know season 4 just dropped. So don't know how many episodes there are in that, but that's just a side thing. All right. So Thomas says they rescheduled the fishing trip because of excessive water in the river. Ah, well, yes, there's a potentially flooding in the area because it's been raining so damn much. It's been like freaking crazy. So there you go. Let's see. Yeah, so that's kind of all that. We've got, what do we have? Oh, there's that. Oh, I got to change that. And then let's go to Facebook. What birthdays are today? So, according to my calendar, okay, oops, July, June. According to my calendar, I don't have any birthdays today on my calendar. But according to Facebook, if I go and I go to, I got to look up my friends and then I go to birthdays. Rocky Helm's birthday is today. Oh my gosh. Well, happy birthday, Rocky. So Rocky is a martial artist in Portland. Oh, I didn't. 66? Holy cow. I didn't realize he was that old. You age well, sir. Rocky, I met Rocky through, I was holding some Kyusho workshops when I was doing when I was with KI, and he ended up coming to one. Actually, wait a minute. Did he come to, I think when I first had Mark Klein out here, when I first had Mark Klein out here, he came to that seminar. So, and then Rocky attended a couple Kyusho workshops, and then I can't remember if I just stopped having him. Oh yeah, I stopped having him because people stopped showing up. So I don't know if that was a me thing or a money thing or just people just weren't interested anymore, but it is what it is. Anyway, Rocky's good. Rocky's good people. But he run. Let's see. He doesn't run a dojo, but he goes to a taekwondo school in Portland. Wrong thing. Let's see. And then that's all the birthdays that I have for today. That's it. That's kind of sad. Nobody's birthdays. I'm sure that there's somebody's birthday today besides Rocky's. My ankles, they're popping. Okay, let's see. There was something else I was going to mention. I can't remember what it was. Okay, so let's go on to Voyager. So the year of Trek. We are on to the year of Trek. We have, if I can find my calendar. All right, so Fury and Lifeline. So those were the episodes for yesterday. Today we have The Haunting of Deck 12 and we have Unimatrix Zero Part 1 and 2. So basically today we're watching the final episodes of season 6 and going into season 7. So Fury, that was, like I was saying yesterday, it was kind of a filler episode with about Kes. Never really liked that character. So I really didn't care about this episode. Yesterday, let's see. Lifeline. Okay, so Lifeline, I couldn't remember what it was yesterday. Wait a minute. Look up? What? What do you mean look up? I think Thomas has lost it. Or maybe I just didn't get the context. So Lifeline. Lifeline is it was basically we find out that Louis Zimmerman, who is let's see, Louis Zimmerman is he's the one that basically created the EMHs. That's what I'm trying to get to. So he's the one that started to create he's the one that created the EMHs, and he's dying. And so they've figured out how to do these little pulses in between for the Midas array and getting information to Voyager. And so Voyager, because what's his name is dying, ends up sending the Doctor to whatever the Alpha Quadrant is. It was Jupiter Station, something like that, whatever they called it, where Zimmerman is. And then, long story short, he gets fixed with some type of Borg nanobite stuff. Anyway, it was an okay episode. I mean, you delve kind of into the, continuing the story of the Doctor and his plight, what happens to the other EMHs, so I don't get this. So one of the reasons that Zimmerman doesn't want to be treated by the Doctor is because the Doctor's a Mark I, and the Mark I looks like him, and the Mark I was such a failure, according to, they took all of them, and they're now scrubbing, what is it called? Like scrubbing conduits, like, and I seem to remember there being an episode where the Doctor, I think this is in season 7, the Doctor writes something, and there's basically a copyright issue. And then at the end, you see all of these other, what is it? These other hollow programs, these other hollow doctors, like mining borite or something like that. So I can't remember, but this is where I don't get the logic. If you have a Doctor or you have a program that has failed, and it only works if there's hollow emitters around, why wouldn't you just delete the program? Like, you upgrade the program, okay? And apparently they're like on Mark 4, Mark 5. So you delete the program and just add new, instead of taking those programs, like they're treating them like life forms. So it's I don't get it. Like to scrub whatever conduits, plasma conduits, scrubbing plasma conduits, they would have to install hollow emitters in those areas to have the Doctor work, or to have the old EMHs work. So why would you do that? I mean, yeah, you install it so a human wouldn't have to do that job. But now, see, here's what you're doing is you're taking this life form, like you haven't decided to delete it, you decide to reuse it for another purpose. But essentially, you have the same thing over and over again, and you're essentially creating virtual slaves, like literally virtual slaves. I don't know, just my thought. Just kind of think about that. Now, one thing I did notice that was very interesting at the very end, you have Barkley take a picture of the doctor with Zimmerman, with his little, because the doctor likes taking pictures. So he says, "Hey, can you take a picture of us?" And the doctor, and I had never noticed this before. This was kind of a treat to this episode. The doctor is actually a couple inches taller than Zimmerman. Never like watched the episode a few times. Never noticed that before because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So either the doctor has gotten shorter out of age, or maybe when he developed the, a EMH version of himself, he just made him a little bit taller. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see the look up in the chat. Martial artist for today, Rena Tikda. I'm gonna butcher that. So I'm assuming, okay, that's what you're meaning. June. So she was born June 15th, 1991. Okay. So are we supposed to know who that is? Is she somebody famous that I have no clue who she is? But yeah, that's great. Happy birthday to her. And here's a question. Is she a martial artist or is she a martial artisan? There you go. All right. So back onto Kes. You might have liked her if she wasn't lied to. Oh, and I forgot to actually show this. This is how you say her name. There we go. Martial arts for the day. So, you might have liked her if she wasn't tied to Neelix. I don't know. I mean, not a bad actress. Not knocking the actress. I just wasn't a fan of the character. I think it's also how they dressed the character. I never really dug her short hair. Now, I kind of have a thing for well, I do have a thing for hot black chicks, but that's just, between me and my wife. But growing up, blonde, short hair, I kind of have a thing for them. So when it comes to Kes, blonde, short hair, I actually think she looked better with her longer hair. The look, I actually think she looked better with a, but I just didn't like the character. So, all right. I did try and watch a little bit of, I tried to get ahead, but it wasn't until like late last night. I was watching, because today is a 3-episode day, because rule of part 1 and part 2 have to be watched on the same day. So, but the Haunting of Deck 12, I caught a little bit of it. One thing, and I'll touch on this tomorrow because I want to say that they said something about how they were collecting dilithium through the what is it? The Broussard. I want to say Broussard, but collectors. Can you collect dilithium that way? I thought dilithium was a crystal, not like, I don't know. It was just something that was stuck in my head. I was like, really? Is it? So I don't know. All right. I think that's it for today. All right, so don't forget, watch Kenobi tonight. Watch Kenobi. And then or at least watch it as soon as you can, but watch it before Friday's episode. And we haven't really come up with an official name for Friday's episode, but Friday's podcast, but I think it'll still be Tea with Me, but I want to try and sci-fi-ish. So anyway, the what is it? What was I saying? But Friday, watch Orville, Star Trek, Kenobi, and tune in, because I think it was just like me, Rob, and like one other person, two other people, something like that. We need watchers. So like, share, subscribe, all that really cool stuff. And I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. So don't forget to watch.